Hello, and welcome to Way of Water Arts. I'm Scott Krueger, and I will be your guide today as we usher in the new year, saying goodbye to the year of the pig. We were able to realize much abundance. Everything that we gained from the year of the pig, we carry over with us into the new year. We welcome everything that the year of the rat will bring. Welcome. Welcome. Hola, bienvenido. Soy Scott con Way of Water Arts. Welcome to my episode, my celebration of my birthday today, the celebration of hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark on YouTube. I want to thank everyone so much for all their support, all my friends on Facebook, on Instagram, social media, all my friends and family who have supported my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate the support. This has really been a life-altering experience, and it's a little hard to put into words right now the amount of gratitude that I'm feeling towards everyone. Much of the feedback through the channel and Way of Water Arts has been so positive. I wanted to thank you guys so much, and then gives a little bit of insight into the things that I've done to be able to reach this point. I know I have a lot of friends on Facebook who have started a YouTube channel, and I'm sure, I want to share with you guys the things that I've been able to do to try and make sure that the channel is being effective. It's having an influence on people. It's actually helping people to realize that they have the potential to have this unlimited access to energy through the healing arts, specifically Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, martial arts, meditation. A big part of my channel first started when I was in a very low place, and I said to myself, I'm gonna go out in nature, and I'm gonna go meditate, and I've never really done seated meditation before March of this year. Of course, I've done the other healing arts, but adding seated meditation to my practice really opened up so many new avenues for me. So I want to share that with you guys, and share some of the tips that I've found as a new YouTuber that have been helpful. So you definitely, starting out with a channel, you want to have an idea. You want to be able to have content to have to your channel. And for me, I've practiced martial arts for several years, and practiced the healing arts for several years. So practiced those very consistently, and was very true to my training. So being able to start a channel with something that you love, something that you're knowledgeable about, something that you're passionate about, that really helps. So having, good content, having a great idea, that is huge in being able to have a successful channel. And I want to give a big shout out to my nephew Christian and my son Ethan. They were the ones who really gave me the courage, the insight into how YouTube works, because like I said, I've never ever thought I'd have a YouTube channel, or that I'd be a YouTuber. So it's all still really new to me. Learning how to be able to operate your camera, practicing in front of the camera, making videos, talking, that's very important to having a successful YouTube channel. And then of course, being able to incorporate nature into your channel, having a great environment that supports you. Those are all things that have helped me with the channel. So When I first started, I reached out to mainly, my main friends, my main family members, asked them to subscribe, like the videos, comment, give me feedback. And initially, I won't lie, I had some skepticism. They were skeptics when I first started, and they kind of looked at me like, Scott, what are you doing? Are you going through a midlife crisis? Are you going crazy? And for me, in my head, I knew what I was doing. I had a very clear picture of the things that I wanted to get across through the videos. And like I said, it mainly centered around the idea that water, studying, when I was out meditating in nature, it was the springtime, a lot of the snow was melting, and I was able to observe the way that water behaved naturally in the environment, and being able to see the way that water transforms from ice and snow, and then based on the external temperature, the external influences surrounding it, when it warms up, the water melts, it turns into a fluid. When it's a fluid, I noticed that it tends to sink to the lowest places, and water moves around by collecting with other water droplets and finds the path of least resistance. When it comes up against a barrier or a rock or something, it tends to either go around it, or it accumulates enough water at that point to finally overcome that obstacle. And being able to relate that to life in general, in life we come up against obstacles, barriers. There's people who want to see us fall and not succeed. I've learned to go around it, do my best to maintain my integrity, be as fluid as possible. And then the other idea with water, when the external environment gets too hot, as it starts to warm up, water from a liquid, it evaporates into a gas and dissipates into the air, forms into the clouds. And when enough water vapor gathers in the clouds, then it falls back down to earth, either in the form of snow, ice, rain, and it goes through this constant transformation, this constant cycle of change. And for me, and other people, we're always, we tend to not stay the same. We're always being influenced by external factors, internal factors that cause us to change. And if we don't change with those, we struggle. We fight against it. We're butting our heads up against the wall, or whatever you want to call it. So getting back into some of the other things that have helped me to be a successful YouTuber is putting yourself out there. You have to be willing to put yourself out there, and you're gonna get negative feedback. There are gonna be people who are gonna hate on you. I've been cussed out. I've been told that I'm taking advantage of people, that I'm no good. Specifically, of course, on social media, going through Messenger, trying to get people to be supportive of me. There's obviously, with yin yang, there's good and bad. And so with the amount of support that I've gotten, of course, there has to be a balance with that. And then there's the non-supporters. And like I said in my other video, I'm not mad at the non-supporters. They actually gave me a lot of insight into ways that I should be communicating with people, and I don't want to just sit here and take from people. I try to have a give and take relationship. I support you, you support me, and we become connected. And being able to relate with all these other people, support their causes, and then be able to give back with things so the YouTube channel, I'm not just here to make money. I'm not here to try and become this mega YouTuber with millions of subscribers. More or less, the channel started with documenting my things that I was going through, the tools that I was using to help me transform and change and heal, and then sharing that with people in the hopes that this will help them to transform. So, like I said, I am a registered nurse, being a healer, I want to continue down this path of helping people. So Facebook Messenger was big. I'm just starting to get into Instagram. That's kind of new to me, so that's been a little slow to develop. And then with the summertime, you know, I would go to the beach. I made up flyers with my logo on it, telling them a little bit about what I am. And I would go around, you know, basically trying to educate people about what I'm doing. And then, you know, of course, asking them to help subscribe and support me. So some of the other things that I've used, of course, there have been opportunities where specifically like with my cable guy, the guys who came to install my cable, I asked them to subscribe. Jerry Lewis down at Honda, when I got my new car, I asked him to subscribe. So there's, you know, plenty of opportunities throughout your day and with your interactions with people to get them to try and support you. And of course, you know, I was supporting them by giving them my business, but then it's like, you know, please would you help support me too? So like I said, you have to be willing to put yourself out there, and when you put yourself out there, you have to be willing to accept the negative feedback from that. And one particular instance this summer came up against a group of people who probably were drinking or something. It was a group of women, and you know, I went over and started engaging them, talking to them about Way of Water Arts, and there was 6 women there, and 5 of them were very supportive and ready to subscribe and listen to what I had to say. But then all it took was one negative person, and she came over and was like, "What are you doing? You're taking advantage of them, and you're just doing this to make money and become a mega YouTuber, and shame on you," you know. And it really hurt me because that wasn't, you know, I didn't feel like I was doing that. And you know, maybe that's the way she perceived it, and that's, you know, I'm not mad at it. It just, you know, like I said, when you put yourself out there, you have to be willing to accept the bad with the good. So with that being said, thank you so much for helping me to reach the 1,000 subscribers, and make sure that we continue to subscribe, comment, like, share. Truly appreciate all the support. So thank you very much. Annyeonghaseyo. I'm Scott with Way of Water Arts. Thank you.